And I'm Bridget Carey.
Welcome to the very last day of our CES 2017 extravaganza here on the CNET stage. Today we are going to argue about TVs and break down the reality of products that we've seen over and over and over again at CES. But first, we get the pleasure of talking to the 2017 CES ambassador, who also does some other stuff too.
Whatever.
Please welcome actor, comic, author, host, and super geek, Aisha Tyler.
Hello. I feel like I'm like a middling geek, not a super geek, like a lesser.
I don't know, man. You play a lot of video games. You host
I'm
for
like
Ubisoft.
Hawkeye. Like I don't really have any powers. I'm just really good at like archery. You know what I mean? Like I can't fly.
No,
that's about my level.
It's like our lamest superpower, playing video games. We're like, we're gamers.
That I knew stuff that everybody else does. I like it like you do. Yeah.
You get those hot NDAs though. That's nice.
Yeah,
You get to see everything a little bit beforehand.
I do, tiny bit before. Yeah.
So you're the CES ambassador this year.
I am.
What does that mean to be ambassador?
Yeah.
I have no idea. No, all I know is I have to abdicate my post before Inauguration Day.
You will crown the next.
I'm being replaced. Yeah.
And you're also you're a host, Aisha Tyler, just like in Westworld.
Yes,
You're actually just a robot.
Just me. And welcome to CNET. I really hope there is like a talking lady robot or a talking man robot. I'm not gender biased. Yeah. I think part of the experience of being the ambassador is just being the link between the lay person who likes technology, but maybe isn't hyper influencer, and this world, experiencing everything, talking about it. I mean, for me specifically, because I use technology so much in my work, I'm a little bit different. I'm not like, ooh, look at VR. I'm like, this VR demo had better be awesome. I've already seen 17 that underwhelmed the hell out of me.
I think that's important though, because to be discerning here, because there's so much stuff, you can't be excited about everything.
I mean, is there any tech here that actually has you excited or you're hopeful for? I mean, or tech in general?
I don't know. Is there a thin TV here? Seems like there's always a thin TV at CES.
Thinner and thinner.
Thin TV here,
this
that's gonna
TV
be hard.
is so thin. You have to use your imagination. I've heard. Look, I love technology. As you said, I feel like coming to CES is like trying to have a sip of water from a fire hose. It's impossible to truly digest everything that's here. I'm a filmmaker, so I'm always interested in the stuff that feeds specifically into content creation and that makes you a better, more powerful content creator. So I'll be excited to see, cameras and platforms and stuff that can make me better at filmmaking. I am excited about the self-driving cars. I have a self-driving car, so if I see another one, it had better be better than the Heat, as I like to call her.
Oh, nice.
And I'll look at the televisions, because again, if you're making films or television, you're excited about new ways to deliver it and how you can better create upwards to make sure that the end experience is better for your viewer.
Sure.
I mean, those TVs are great, but if there's nothing to watch on them, there's a problem. And I think that's been the disconnect specifically with the 4K TVs previously.
Yeah.
Have you tried out virtual reality? Does it get you nauseated?
I've been lucky because I got to try it like way back when it first got acquired at Facebook when they first got Oculus Rift. I tried it there. I've tried it at subsequent E3s. I will say the last set of demos at E3 for me were pretty cool. It's still got a long way to go. When I put my VR headset on, I'm a gorgeous chocolate brown woman, and then when I am in VR, I'm apparently a white dude. I don't know why.
That's like a hurdle that
magical.
Needs to be
we should work on that one. Because when I create my own avatar, I look like myself with a mohawk. And I've got tattoos.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a pretty easy move.
We can get there.
Yeah, we can get there. But yeah, there was some pretty cool stuff. At E3, I tried the Star Trek VR game, and that was awesome. Rad. And also it was controller free. Do you know what I mean? Which I really like. I don't mind holding controllers, but it's nice. Voice commands, and it kind of recognizing your movement. It was pretty 360 and super interactive, and it felt very immersive and fun. And I did not get nauseated. I liked that quite a bit. I'm excited for the holodeck experience. You know what I mean? That's where we need to be.
That's the thing. Most like you're saying, like lay people who are not super connected. That's the thing where they're like, I'm on board when I can see that, when I can be in Paris and go see the Louvre,
right?
And it's like a real experience.
But I don't want that either. I want to be on Mars, having a fist fight with a Martian. I can go to the Louvre. I mean, not everybody can go to the Louvre tomorrow.
Sure.
Obviously, it'd be a cheaper trip.
But it could be a life goal.
But yeah, I want to do space kung fu.
Space Kung Fu.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
That's my goal.
Space Kung Fu with Aisha Tyler.
Yeah.
I am down for that. So we want to get some hot takes from you.
Okay.
We have 3 products that we chose that are bonkers.
CES is a weird place. There's a lot of concept tech. Sometimes we go to, certain places that maybe we don't always think about going to.
Maybe a bridge too far.
It's hard to find your niche in the technological world.
very
When
true.
you're trying to innovate, you're also trying to fill a need that you think has not been filled before. And that is really hard when, again, there's this fire hose the size of, an elephant, shooting at you're never going to get a sip of
And
water.
50
You're going
years
to
of
die.
CES
Yeah,
is
exactly.
like-
And
it's a
everybody's
lot of
trying.
niches.
Everybody's trying to find that killer app. Everybody's trying to find that thing that kind of breaks their niche open.
Sure.
And I'm sure that a lot of people here this year haven't found it yet, but they're looking. They're
trying.
searching.
A for effort.
Innovation is about expansive thinking.
That's
right.
right.
You got to
That's
go
very
big.
true.
Got to go big or go home.
Okay, so Bridget, you
All
want
right.
to read these
All right.
off? We'll have some
Let's
B-roll
start
up here.
off with the canvas.
Okay, I'm hoping this is
what do we
Bas-
have for canvas?
basically,
This is spray tan stuff. What's this?
basically, when you're looking at something, don't you wish you could actually feel what it was? Maybe you want to buy a dress and you want to feel the texture of the fabric. Well, that's where Canvas comes in. You can
Okay.
feel textures with haptic feedback on the screen, so the screen will kind of feel like lumps on your laptop, I guess,
Yeah.
if it's
And they have
bumpy.
different-
Typically triggers me to make a Genius Bar appointment if there are lumps in my laptop screen.
And
Now,
a doctor.
this is not so yeah.
Also see your doctor.
Stroke. I'm having a stroke. This is not. Is this a piece of hardware? Or is this going to be software that's going to render your current laptop?
It's going to be built
haptic?
into the screen, so it's
Built
hardware.
into
Okay.
a laptop. So companies designing screen technology made to be built into a laptop.
This is very Fahrenheit.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
I find there's a little couple weird options to use that on.
I also feel like, look, I think we're going to get more, haptic activated products going forward, and we're all ready for our Ready Player One haptic suit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm super ready for that. I can't wait for that.
Bring it out.
But I'm like, I'll just say for the record, I'm not a first adopter. I'm a second adopter, not because I fear technology, but because I don't want to invest time and money in something that's
want
going
it to
to
be
die a terrible death 3 months
Sure.
later. So this is not something that I would do right away.
Okay.
I like to just order a bunch of stuff, have it delivered to my house, and touch it in real life, and then send it back for free.
All right.
Yeah,
All right. I
that's-
like that.
that's my plan.
I'm
So
just worried
skipping on
Some
laptop
experiences need to
ones.
happen in meat space. Are we not in agreement?
very
Okay.
true.
I'm just
That's
worried
very
on what
true.
they're going to use that
All
for,
right.
lumpy laptops.
You
and
know
stuff.
where that's going.
I know,
We all know,
I know.
where a lumpy screen is going. We all know where everything
we're
on the
ashamed.
internet
And
goes.
we're
Yeah,
ashamed
where
of
we
it.
all end up at the end of the day.
All right, product number 2. You're in VR, but you wish you could really feel you're there.
It's all about feelings, man.
So here comes Tacklem with VR shoes. Here, as you're walking through your virtual world, you can feel
My
like
mom has those sandals.
you can feel like
Thank
you're
you.
on water,
Yeah,
grass, sand.
The old lady sandals.
Yep, straight up. Man, Birkenstock is rolling over in his grave. Look at those things. They are. Okay, I don't want to make the Tacklem people. What's the name of this?
Yep,
product?
you got it.
I don't want to offend Mr. Tacklem, so I will say that I'm sure someone somewhere thinks that those are attractive somewhere. My mom can't wait to rock those with some fuzzy slippers, or maybe the socks with the toes that articulate. You know what I mean?
yeah, okay.
Okay, so what are we feeling?
Grass, water.
And apparently the mud feels quite pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little
sand.
squishy. You can feel kind of a squishiness.
Okay.
I can just
That-
imagine you're like
While you're
going
playing
out
like
with a game.
Destiny, is
Yeah,
that a thing?
yeah,
Maybe you want to
Destiny
feel the
or-
gravel underneath your feet.
I could see this like in a Foreign Planet iteration, like on Halo. That could be kind of
Mars.
cool.
While
Yeah.
you're fighting,
when I'm doing my Mars Kung Fu.
Yeah.
I think that we need to look for like V2 or V3 when those things aren't so insanely like sticking your foot into an empty soup can. But I don't hate it.
All right.
I don't
all right.
hate it.
Don't hate it. I like it. That's a tacit.
That was I don't know. That was
Button
a faint praise.
A faint-
But I don't hate the concept. And obviously
A
this
faint
is an
indifference.
early iteration of this product.
I think we're seeing a lot of VR.
It's
Like,
gonna
how
be-
can you feel like you're in VR? They're just going with the shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is obviously, a
Very early days.
exponentially growing space.
Sure.
So, okay.
All right.
Last one.
Finally, we
I can't
have.
wait for this one. It's
you know,
exciting.
You're in an office and you don't want other people to hear you. How about the Hush Me? Bluetooth headphones basically for your mouth. It's a voice mask. It covers up your phone calls. And so people can't actually hear what you're saying. While you're talking, other sounds will be projected out of it, like squirrel sounds, bird sounds. They even
What
have
are
Darth Vader
squirrel
breathing.
sounds?
I don't know why the squirrel, but
It's just like a squirrel bark? Like
yeah, monkey sounds apparently
like-
too, and rain and
Out of it?
Yes,
so
out of
people
it.
can't hear you talking in it.
So again, when people want to feel like they're having a stroke,
Yeah. Yeah.
that guy's making squirrel sounds out of his mouth.
Do I also smell toast?
I smell toast. That's all. Because
I'm
by the
hearing
way,
squirrels.
every day
Do
when
I
I wake
smell
up,
toast?
that's the first question I ask myself.
It's an
Do I
important
smell
question.
toast?
First question of the day.
So also, what's this product called? Hush Me.
Hush Me.
For when you want to look like the Gimp in Pulp Fiction in an airport restaurant.
You wanna be Bane who makes squirrel
yeah,
sounds.
Yeah. I'll be home at 4:15.
And also,
My flight's been delayed. Caw, caw.
exactly.
I gotta tell you something. I don't know what is happening. That looks crazy.
It looks absolutely bananas.
I don't disagree with the sentiment because you could be having high level conversations. I mean, this is essentially like real space, like I can't think of the word because I am having a stroke. Encryption, right? This is like meat space encryption.
Yeah.
You're encrypting your conversation in real time. I like that, but
not like
that's crazy looking. And that guy right there, he agrees with you. He thinks it's crazy looking. He doesn't know what to do with his eyes.
His eyes are saying, just kill me.
He's saying, please help me.
Help.
Go. I'm waiting for Bruce Willis to come in here
kidnapped.
and save me from these two crazy people in this basement.
Is Nakatomi Plaza here in Las Vegas? That is it. That's all the time we have for you.
That was super fun,
Was it
you
fun?
guys.
I love hearing your hot
It
takes.
was. Yeah.
That was amazing.
I'm
What do you
excited
have
to
going on beyond CES?
Well,
What's happening with Aisha Tyler?
I'm gonna see and touch every single thing on the CES floor today. After
Okay.
which I will definitely have a stroke.
Yes.
And then I just directed my first feature, which was an incredible experience. I literally just finished it. Within which technology played an incredible part because I tried to shoot a movie in 7 days for $200,000.
Oh my gosh.
We shot it digitally. We could not have done it any other way. 3 Arri Alexa minis over a very accelerated, aggressive production schedule. We did it in just a week, and then I edited the film myself with the help of an assistant editor, and every part of my life has been immersed in some form of UI for the last 9 months. So it'll be exciting to be playing for a little while I concept my next movie, and then I'm also doing Who's on Is It Anyway. We're just shooting the 5th season of Who's on Is It Anyway this spring. I'm in the 12th season of Criminal Minds. I'm in the 7th season of Talk, and we are about to launch the 8th season of Archer. So that's all the other stuff I'm doing. So you can check me out in those things. And and I also need a new phone. So if anybody else, I'm hoping.
You might find one
Hoping
here.
someone flings a phone at me like a frisbee down on the floor. Yeah,
That seems pretty good.
Hopefully a haptic one.
Have fast reflexes, 'cause they're heavy.
As we've established, I'm a Martian ninja. Did you not? Were you not listening?
No,
Okay.
I got it. I'm terrified. Thank you so much again for
was
stopping
great.
by the
Yes,
stage.
thank you.
That is it for Aisha Tyler. We're so happy to have had her here.
Round of applause, everyone.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Tyler, thank you so much. We are going to take a very quick break, and when we come back, we are going to argue about whether you would rather have a flexible or transparent television. So stick around. Welcome back to the show. Thank you again to Aisha Tyler for stopping by our stage. But now, it's time to get real.
That's right. We have
Extra
a bone
real.
to pick with some products that we see here year after year at CES, but they just never seem to really break out of the trap of CES.
No, they really don't. And not to name names, but we're totally going to name names. A really good example of this is Laundroid.
That's right. Okay, so for those of you who have product amnesia,
Yeah, if you have product amnesia, we know CES is a difficult place. It's easy to get assaulted with products. This was announced in 2015.
but it's here again, and it's still in development. We have a video we can show.
Yeah, we have
basically,
some Laundroid
this
B-roll.
is a, well, that's a cell phone, but
There we go.
This is something where you just dump your clothes into this massive closet, and inside, the robot is folding your laundry. Problem is, it still, after all these years, takes a long time to fold each shirt.
Yeah, so for one load of laundry, you have to dump your clothes in there, and it's an overnight thing. You
It's
like
about
leave
5
it to
minutes
run
a shirt.
overnight.
And it's not every item
5
either.
minutes a shirt.
Yeah.
Too much. That's too much time.
Well, also, can't even do every kind of piece of clothing.
Yeah.
Can't do socks. Socks
Can't
too
do
hard.
Socks. Not gonna match your socks for you. Sorry.
I don't think you
Laundroid
can do a
won't.
lot of the. I don't know if every guy
anybody
knows
actually
this
fold
out
their
there,
underwear? Does
but
they- no?
I don't know if every guy knows this, but like, female clothes are just hard to fold too.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it'll probably like destroy
A lot
our
of it I just
blouses.
don't bother folding. I just throw on a chair. That's
Yeah.
like basically my whole life at home. I'm like, I don't want to fold this.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if I could have a folding robot that does that really awesome Japanese fold that you see on YouTube all the time where people go, fold your clothes in 2 seconds. And then you do this thing and you match stuff. And then all of a sudden you pull your hands out and your clothes are folded. Like, that's amazing. If a robot can start doing that and start folding shirts for me in quick succession, I'm in. And I'll pay any price for that because I hate folding clothes and I hate putting away laundry. But 5 minutes a shirt, not good. And this company just secured another round of $60 million in funding from Panasonic. So this has been 3 years now. It's been at the show and it's still not out yet. I think they said this year, next year.
I think they just keep getting funding because we all want to live that dream, right? CES
Yeah.
is full of dreams that we have to can't grab onto just yet.
I'm from Hollywood. I know what broken dreams look like, and let me tell you, there are a lot of them here at CES. So that's the thing we wanted to just sort of complain about. But there's been a lot of stuff that we see in development all the time that just never quite make it. They never quite make it.
And I think that's a good transition into the other thing we want to get into, our gadget battles.
Oh yeah, we gotta have a good old-fashioned gadget fight before we go. Yesterday, we asked you on Twitter, what would you rather have in your future TV? Would you rather have a flexible, ultra-thin screen, or would you rather have a transparent television? So they're like the important choices in life, you guys. So we're gonna get to the Twitter answers in a minute, but for now, Bridget and I, we used to have a minute, but I think we should up the ante and we should make it 45 seconds.
All right.
To make your
I'm
case, pick a side, defend your case, and then you guys are actually gonna tell us who won by applause. So get your hands ready to clap. I need you to clap. Please clap.
Please clap a little more for me, though, you know.
Yeah, and Bridget will be handing out checks if you clap louder
The
for
stakes
her.
are high. There is a tiara on the line, so.
There is, in
This is
fact, a
Vegas.
crown.
Vegas is full of sparkle, full of magic. That's, you know, the kind of show we have today.
That's very true. Okay, so I'll get the stopwatch ready. Which side are you picking?
All right, I'm going to go with the see-through TV.
You are going to go with the see-through TV. You have 45 seconds. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Go.
All right, with the see-through TV, you know, all right, so a bendable TV is nice and all, but you know, with the bendable TV, you got that giant soundbar underneath it. But with the see-through, you have so much more options for your home decor. If you want to turn the TV off, you can put something else behind it. You want to put art? Put art. You can do that. You want to put a fish tank? Do that too. Doesn't have to be on a wall. You can put it in the middle of your room, like some sort of cool divider. You can still see through it. And you know, forget screensavers. Like life is now behind it. You know, life is great. Put it in front of a mirror, or not a mirror, a window. Yes, put a window. See the real world. Nature is still better than, you know,
You have
walls.
like 5 more seconds.
Okay, and yeah, nature is why I win, because nature's better than blank TV blackness.
All right. That was pretty good. Those are some good points. You can put it in the middle of a room, use it as an art piece. I like it. Like, those are good points. Those are good points.
All right.
But not enough for me to concede, madam. Not enough for me to concede. I am going to, do you want to run stopwatch?
I will. Let's
I
see.
can if you want. I have it
No,
up.
let's do it. No. I want to
All
be in
right.
control of the stopwatch.
All
during
right.
it. All right. Ready?
Are you ready?
Flexible TV.
Flexible ultra-thin TV. Ready? Go. First of all, you can hang it anywhere. It can go anywhere in your apartment. Even if you have a slightly curved wall, you can wrap it right around. You can see in this footage, it's amazing. This TV will bend just slightly. You can move it easily if you need. Also, if you're hanging it on your wall and it's ultra-thin, you have more floor space for activities, which is one thing I really like. You don't have to put it on a big, ugly TV stand. Someday, I'm going to be able to roll up my TV and take it on vacation, and I really like that, and I think that's amazing. And also, and I think most importantly, I live in California where there are earthquakes, where the ground moves and things fall down. And so I live in constant fear of being crushed by my television in my
5 seconds.
bedroom. 5 seconds, what? No. And if I never have to be afraid of that, and I get to keep my TV, because I would just pick it up. It would just float to the ground, I'd roll it back up.
Soundbar. Soundbar. Okay, thank
But
you
the
for your
TV
argument.
choking on soundbar. I heard you.
All right,
Do you
all
want to
right.
look at the poll?
All right. Yep. Let's pull up the poll.
All right, let's pull up the poll. What do we got here?
What did the tweets?
What are the tweets saying on the internet? I think the tweets, would you rather, we have over 1,000 votes, and thank you, 71% of the people say they'd rather have, look, this guy's like, no, wrong. This guy in the audience is like, absolutely not. Thin and flexible, 71% of voters with over 1,000 votes.
I'm sorry,
Come on,
they're
guys.
just not seeing
There's
what's
still,
possible.
you know what though, there's still like an hour left, so if you really feel motivated, you could find like 1,000 people to help vote with you.
All right, what does the audience think?
All
You
right, let's
personally
take
at
the
home,
audience.
based on the arguments you've heard, is there more use out of a see-through TV or a really thin, flexible TV?
Is it a see-through TV?
Oh, my.
Aw, one guy.
Oh.
You have ones of people clapping for you. Is it a thin, flexible TV? Let's all be honest, it's a thin, flexible TV. Oh, and I take my rightful place as queen of the CES stage.
I might not put this on.
Put it on sideways. Yeah, put it on sideways. I like to feel really, oh, this is even better. I'll just leave it like this. It's fine. It's so good.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna put this on just a little bit, just a little jaunty. I'm just gonna make it a little jaunty today because I won and it feels so good. That is it. That's
not
it
the
for our
end.
show.
That's not the
It's
end.
never the end. That is all we have for today's show. And it is our final show of CES. We will be headed back to separate coasts tomorrow morning, so we hope you've enjoyed Bridget and I on stage this week. And Bridget, I just want to say thank you so much for being such a great host with me on the stage. Like, you
It's been
are
awesome.
such a pro, and I'm just delighted to share the stage with you. It's
I
been
know.
so much fun.
Coast to coast.
I know.
Together.
Together.
That's
New
what
York
CS
and
is all
LA
about.
coming together, guys. New York and LA. Until we go back home and then we're like West Coast, Best Coast. We'll do that Twitter poll later.
All right, well, that's it.
That
for
is
the
it.
show.
Hit us up on Twitter to talk about the show if you're so inclined. She's Bridget Carey. I'm at Ashley Esqueda on Twitter. And until next year, be good humans. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks.
Bye.